Since their inaugural season in 2002, the Texans have yet to win a home game against the Chargers. And for Week 16, LA's taking the field at NRG Stadium. Next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his 2nd season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again. Herbert on the move to his left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 21 yards there on third down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They are really...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Bailey got the extra point,
and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's complete to Gordon Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun, Watson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Another catch for Tate. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsay. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59.
And this will be a touchdown. Golden Tate, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind him. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Joe Reed returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On 1st and 10, Herbert out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now here's Johnson. And able to get this out to the 25.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
Houston set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. Steps away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Dante Pettis, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Deshaun Jackson with 3 touchdown receptions. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Cole Beasley, a touchdown reception. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Texans, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Herbert now sliding out of the, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now it's Lindsey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Another run by Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Play action. It's Herbert rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, here's Herbert rolling to his left. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Ross Blacklock able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Alvin Kamara from 17 yards out. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go, but there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point try by Bailey. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks. If I'm not mistaken, correct?
It does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Watson.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bailey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Watson. He's got Johnson, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Here's Watson. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Now he's forced out right. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw is Watson. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, but now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Houston, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.